Hi, this is John Doe, aka Frags, with the DNB Academy, and welcome to another sound recreation video. For this one, I brought up this amazing tune by Gardna and Pola Bryson called Down Low. We went for the bass line because it's like a really good sound, and it's just one of those that you can apply these to many different types of scenarios and different subgenres actually. So yeah, I think this is a good one. So let's take a look at the original and the sound we recreated, right? Let's go.
If you know, then you know. I'll spin around the show. Get to know the down low and get down low. Get down low. Get down low. Get down low. Get down low.
So yeah, this is the original. Now let's just take all these lows out and let's listen what we've done here.
If you know, then you know. I'll spin around the show. Get to know the down low and get down low. Get down low. Get down low. If you know, then you.
All right, so this is pretty much it. Now let's get into Serum to start designing this from scratch, right? Okay, so to start, we're gonna go with our basic shapes. It's always a good way for starting our sounds, all right? Obviously, I already copied the MIDI from the patch above, so we don't need to bother with that. And what we're gonna do here is shape our sine wave with this bend plus a negative. So we can get this like really cool harmonic range on our basic sine wave, right? Let's crank this down an octave. Get more in the range. Now let's get our sub going directly out of Serum, okay? Turn the random phase all the way down. Now let's look for like a sweet spot on our phase that gets even better than this. It's looking good at the spectrum. Let's just give this a tiny bit of like 27, 16 between these values. Tiny bit of release so the notes kind of connect between each other. All right, it's looking cool, but now we need a bit more. So now let's turn oscillator B, and let's go with our basic shapes as well. We could have left it there, honestly, because we're gonna go with a saw wave as well. But this time we gonna start designing the shape of our sound because we need this specific saw wave to kind of not be present all the time. We want to automate it with the shape that's gonna pretty much shape the whole sound, all right? So for that, we need to start designing it. Let's go here and let's go with envelope. So we can design like a more specific shape than we would be able to design here, okay? So let's create this little ramp. Something like this. Turn on our filter, assign both oscillators to it. Assign it there, make it polar. And now this is the part where we need to be kind of careful with it, all right? But for now, let's start by just seeing and listening to what it's doing. Right, let's get two voices here. Crank down the detune a bit. A bit longer. To make this a bit more choppy, let's also assign this envelope to our basic shapes, all right? To both of our oscillators level, I mean. All right, cool. Now a little bit of noise. Also with this shape. This will help this kind of percussiveness. Maybe add a bit of attack here. Okay, so just a bit of the drive. Sounding good. And it's looking good. I'll show you the spectrum just a bit. So this is how it's looking so far on span. We're getting the right frequencies there. We just need to take care of them better, but it's pretty much there. All right. we do have quite a bit of headroom left, so we can boost this on the master here. Yes. And now let's flip into Serum's FX tab so we can just make things pop up a bit better, okay? First things first, we want some distortion. And you know the drill. This always helps to create like a softer distortion. And the sound is overall cleaner. Right? A little bit of chorus. Let's not exaggerate on this. Like if you start going crazy with chorus, it just ruins your sound. We need to be careful with it. Right, let's compress it as well. We might not need much, but just to make sure we balance these sounds out. Might just end up turning this noise a bit lower. Pitch it up a bit. Because if we run it through the filter, you just don't hear it. Right, now let's just take Q to bring this tops a bit higher. And taming down the noise as well. So this is pretty much it within Serum. Now let's just do a bit more processing outside of it. So once again, we can even make this to sound better, all right? The thing is, we don't need much. We can pretty much just apply a bit of distortion to it. Okay, so we're gonna go with isotope trash, and we're just gonna wave shape it, all right? We're not gonna apply any of these presets they got going on here. We're just gonna pretty much do this. Okay, let me show you what's going on here. So we're getting there. Our sub is actually sitting in a really loud spot. It's taking toll, but there's quite a bit of unwanted stereo frequencies there, all right? So we need to take those off by adding a bit of EQing to it, all right? So we're gonna do some mid-side EQing. We'll put this band on side. Now it's just a matter of cutting down the spots where you don't want any stereo information there. So you see immediately the low end pops up because we left desirable room on the mono range, right? So that we got. Might even cut some of these, but we might lose a bit of that pump, you know. Just to get this a bit better, we can also just lay down a Pro MB at the end. So we can get these mids, this higher mids, to pop up, you know, like these ones here. Instead of compress, we need to put this on expand mode. Right, with fast attack and release, you get like quite a high range. Take down the range a bit so it gets that little pump effect. Awesome. So I think we got it, guys. Now let's just take a listen and play this on top of the original to see if it sounds actually decent. All right?
If you know, then you know. I'll spend a run the show. Get to know the down low and get down low. Get down low. Get down low. Get down low.
So yeah, guys, this is it. Down Low by Gardna and Pola and Bryson. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Hi, I'm Icicle and welcome to my studio. I'm a drum and bass producer from Holland, if you didn't know. I used to live in England for a long time, and together with Drum and Bass Academy, I have made a course describing my entire process. It's an Ableton course over 4 hours long in which I go through drum design, drum programming, sound design, bass lines, composition and arrangement, some advanced sound design techniques as well, and mastering. Included are the project files as well, samples, presets, everything, so you can properly follow along with me and get to the same result as myself. So I hope you enjoy.